Think of your past school years. How much information have you really retained so far? Think about freshman year or even middle school. How much have you really learned so far that had an impact on you? I'm willing to bet it's not much. My purpose for today is to explain and persuade that the school system needs to adapt to our modern day society. The school system desperately needs a change because its outdated structure fails to prepare students for the real world, which is constantly evolving, unlike the system. First, I will cover how a majority of information acquired in school is not applicable to the real world, and also the information that is acquired in school is easily forgotten. After that, I will dive into how many real-world skills are not taught in school. And finally, I'll go over how the school system forces students to learn the same way, regardless of learning preferences. And I'm qualified to present this topic due to my extensive experience in research, as I'm currently in school and I've researched many different websites and sources over my high school career which support my views. First off, a majority of information acquired in school is not applicable to the real world and is easily forgotten. According to Willingham's, do students really remember what they learn in school? Students forget about 28% of what they learn in school after just 1 year. In addition to that, after 3 years, there is a 65% average of forgotten knowledge. This shows that students do not retain a lot of the information that they learn in their previous years. And as the years go on, you only forget more. This just shows how information that you learn in school is not memorable and doesn't apply to the real world. Next, I'm going to cover how many real-world skills are not taught in school. According to international finance academies, why so few schools teach real-life money skills, many schools do not have classes such as financial literacy or anything related to the use of money, due to a few unconvincing reasons. Some include not having the time in the schedule to require the classes, or the lack of specialized teachers, and another reason is that the belief that the students will simply be able to understand financial literacy on their own. This is not right. Students should be taught these basic life skills before they graduate from school. Imagine how much easier life would be if financial literacy was taught in school and a requirement. Think about all the young adults making irresponsible and uneducated decisions. Think about how that could be you one day. So many people waste so much money because of the lack of education. Finally, the school system forces all students to learn the same way. Schools follow a general curriculum that has remained very similar over the years. And a big example of this is standardized testing. According to Britannica's Do Standardized Tests Improve Education? Some cons to standardized testing is that they do not accurately measure future success, and they do not grant as much insight into how knowledgeable the students are on the topic, but rather how prepared they are for the standardized test. Although there are a lot of cons, some pros include that the tests offer an objective measurement of education, which means that an A in one class could be a C in another class, and standardized tests show how much you've really learned on the topic over the year, and it is also an effective way to measure success in college. Overall, the pros of these tests are outweighed by the cons. Having grades depend so heavily on standardized tests is an inefficient way to measure knowledge and success in life, and the main pros simply state that it shows how they're going to perform in later education, which isn't the real world and the workforce. According to Ply's Student Testing Stifling Creativity and Critical Thinking in the Classroom, standardized tests are shown to dampen creativity and critical thinking skills. And if throughout your school years your critical thinking skills, problem solving, and creativity are damaged, imagine how the rest of your life will play out. How hard will it be to get a job? And if you do acquire one, won't it still be difficult for you to bring new ideas to the table and be a valuable member of your workplace and society in general? I think that this world needs more creativity and critical thinking skills, and dampening them and stifling these skills is not a good idea. To summarize, A majority of information acquired in school is not applicable to the real world. Information is also not very memorable. Many real-world skills are not taught in school, and the school system forces all students to learn the same way. After considering these points, it is proven that overall, the school system needs a change to help accommodate for our ever-changing society. If we want students to maximize their potential, we must be brave enough to rethink our education system and its values. We need to commit to an updated curriculum that helps students be successful in the real world. In the end, the purpose of school should not be to simply pass your tests and maintain grades. It should be to really learn and take away valuable information and apply it to your everyday life.